Hello everyone, this is Nutan Vyas from Cincinnati, Ohio, and today we are having a very special guest with us and the Team India Rising. And these are such wonderful people who are doing a lot for the community and bringing talent and the special people out of the community and standing them out from all of the things. So let's welcome Gautam, and he is going to tell us about the story, whatever he has for us. Okay. Welcome, Gautam. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks so much for having us. It means a lot.
Yes, it's pleasure to have you. So we were listening a lot about the India Rising and your team. So tell us about your team and yourself and how is everything going on?
Yeah, of course. So I'm here in Ohio right now because tomorrow at 8 p.m. at this time, we're going to play a competitive basketball game on ESPN for $1 million. But that's not the whole story. Our team is called India Rising. It is about showing the world that brown ballers exist, and we're doing this for a number of reasons. Like most of us who grew up in the States or Canada or even in India as brown people, the assumption is sometimes that we aren't competitive athletes. People haven't seen brown people dunk before. People haven't seen brown people get a check or get paid money to play sports outside of cricket, let's say. And it's 2023. We don't need to live in a world where that's the case. Um, and the whole point of we're doing is taking what we know exists, these talented basketball players, and bringing them to the mainstream. Um, so yeah, that's our intro and the kind of work we're doing right now.
Okay, so as I realize that here in this part in US or Canada or on the other parts, when you're bringing the brown people up and I saw your whole team, these all are not the full-fledged just the player. They have other professions too, they are doing other things too, and now they are playing for such big cause. So what's your take on that?
Yeah, I think for us, we're playing for something that's bigger than just sports. We're trying to redefine how people view us. Um, I think there's a lot of negative stereotypes out there about people who are South Asian. You see it in sports, you see it in Hollywood. I mean, you see it anywhere. And it just doesn't need to be that way. There's a lot of good pioneers, a lot of good ambassadors out there. If I feel like I can do one thing on this earth, it's help change the perception around brown athletes. That's, I think, one of my callings, and that's why I'm doing this work.
Okay, so that's great. Good to know. So, how much time you took to build that team or make it like as we know from the name? That's a really empowering word. India Rising and Brown Ballers. I literally was like amazed. Wow, such a good uplifting name itself. I mean, before talking to you, meeting to you, I was already like impressed. That's such a wonderful name. So tell me, what was the purpose of taking the name India Rising?
Yeah, I think the purpose of that name, what it means is it's not India risen, it's India rising. It's a work in progress, but a very positive work in progress. Just because you're developing something or growing something doesn't mean it's useless until it's at its final state. Um, there aren't any Indian or Indian American or Indo Canadian basketball players in the NBA that are all. I think we can all acknowledge that.
Yes.
I used to work in sports before I did this for 6+ years, and my whole, I guess, mission or thought process around this was how do I say this quickly? It's like, why do we have to wait for a dream to occur when you have all of the pieces already in place? Like, why are we waiting for this Yao Ming to fall from the sky when we have so many talented, incredible athletic role models today that nobody knows about? Like, I don't know what it's like for you in your community, but basketball is very popular in America amongst Indian Americans.
It is. It is. I know. We have kids around, and my kids as well. They love playing basketball. But as a Indian parent, or this like we don't know where to send you. So it's like the thing you are doing, it's really incredible. And as I was reading the whole profile, I saw you people are supporting back in India to bring up the athletes and and giving the scholarship to them so that they can do what they want. So please tell us something about that.
Yeah, I mean, for the first time in our organization's history, we've only been around 2 years. We're very young. We went to Delhi, hosted a tryout to select players to bring over to the States to give them a unique experience, get them around other talented brown basketball players, skill development practices, just create a new like pathway for development. I think you asked a lot of the top. I went to high school in India. I went to high school in Delhi. You asked a lot of the top hoopers out there. They're already good. They're already talented. What it comes down to it is they want more resources and more opportunity. There aren't necessarily fully fledged pro leagues to play in to get paid. There aren't necessarily the level of competition, right? It's like up to a certain point. It's not exactly where the US and Canada are. So why don't we bridge that gap? We're the world's largest diaspora. We're like the world's biggest migrant population. Like we have connections to make this happen. Let's put in the work.
Yes, definitely. I totally agree with you on that. That it's not that we need to create, it's there. We just need to fill it up
Yeah.
to make it more good. So as to tomorrow, right? You guys have match tomorrow, and you are like preparing whole of the time, and it's a hard to like at the ends. I believe whatever we are practicing, but the end it gives us little like concern how we are going to that, or that anxiety a little bit. So how when you are with the whole team and you have all the people coming around together, how you motivate your team, how you encourage them, and how you are in yourself taking you there.
How do we stay motivated? Um, it's I think it's super easy to be motivated for the coaches, the players, and the people behind this. Somebody said this during training camp, like, and I'm gonna butcher the quote, but it's something along the lines of like opportunity only comes when you're outside your comfort zone. It'd be very easy for us to take this team and go play in some tournament that we're like, yo, we're gonna win for sure. Like this is easy, but like, what's the point of that? We're trying to do something special, something that's never been done before. Our opponent is the number one seed. We're the number eight seed. All the odds are stacked against us. We're in their home court. Um, we can't even get into their arena to like do a practice shoot around. We have to like rent gyms and go all over the place. Um, all the odds are stacked against us, but like that's what makes it special. That's what makes this fun. That's what makes it worth doing.
Yes, definitely. And I believe your cause is the most special thing, which is like standing you out among all of the things. Because when we are doing anything special, we have, if we have purpose to that, I think that brings us stand out. And
So,
so what your message to the people, uh, like whatever you are doing for that, how what you want to say to them, not
yeah,
you.
my message to like the South Asian diaspora is really simple. I think we've been able to do a lot of decent work in 2 years, but it's been a lot harder than it needs to be. Um, we're a nonprofit. We're not a business. You know, everything we raise, we 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 sell merchandise, we sell sponsorships, we raise funds through donations. All of that just goes towards players, hotels, flights, travel, new opportunities, game film, helping them get into college. Um, at the end of the day, no one is going to help a brown basketball or brown sports brand other than brown people. What has been particularly frustrating for me a little bit is that the fundraising journey so far, there was a big point in time where non-Daisies out-contributed Daisies 3-1 for a brown basketball team, which is a little insane. It
Yes.
just is, and I like want to just normalize this. I don't know what it is in the brown community. There's all these stereotypes about people being stingy or things being like more you fight amongst yourselves, you're more competitive amongst the community. There's a reason why all these DNI initiatives for brown people in the states like are tough and they're hard, because sometimes I think we're our own worst enemy. And this sounds very preachy, I know that, but last year I kept this all to myself. I think the only way we're going to change this is to speak more openly about it. So a
Definitely.
sit down interview before the game, just trying to say we're here, we're competing, but I think sports at the end of the day is about resources. You can only get so far, any resources you have. If we all believe in this mission, which I know a lot of people do, it is not financial contributions. Let me not. It's not about. It's about showing up. It's about spreading the word about this team, this mission. It's about letting your friends, letting your family know. It's about figuring out how can I help? Can I send kids to these camps and clinics? Can I, offer support, value in kind? Like, if you want to change how people like us are perceived in sports, at the end of the day, it's not about just sitting back and saying, oh, one day we'll have an incredible athlete that wins the US Open or the PGA or an NBA championship. Like, we're done just talking about it. You have to act, and we're the platform to help you act. So if you hear this message that means something to us, follow us at Brown Ballers on all social media, YouTube, you name it, and be part of our mission. But with that, I really want to thank you for all of your time, and giving us this opportunity and platform. We're off to now hit up practice, our final practice before the big game tomorrow. So um, if you're free, 8 p.m. ESPN, Wednesday, July 26th. That's where you're going to find us. So until then, um, give us your best luck, give us your wishes, and we'll see you on the other side.
Definitely all the very best and all the wishes with you guys. You guys are doing the incredible work, and what you message you spread it right now, all the people should listen and act on that. It's not about all the money, what you said correctly, that it's about showing up. It's about supporting. And I will just request all the people go to their page, find all info. There is also whatever guys are doing, you guys are telling there. So everyone are on social media these days. Please follow and look what they are doing. Please support whatever the way you can. And all the very best for tomorrow. We all are here seeing you guys.
Thank you so much. It means everything. And see you guys.
See you there. Thank you so much.